Yes, the Giants win a series against a sub 500, a last place team for once, and it was good. It was good. It was boring baseball, but the Giants come out victorious and win the series against the Texas Rangers in the rematch of the 2010 World Series. This is Giants Roundup, Game 3 of a three-game series on Sunday, August 26th. You can follow on Twitter, join the Crook and Kite page on Facebook. Most importantly, please be kind and hit that subscribe button. And yes, it was a great win by the Giants today. And I think things are going to be just all right without Buster Posey here for the next. As everybody's heard the news today, Buster Posey is done for the year. He is heading for hip surgery. I wish him a lot of luck. Aramis Garcia was called up today in his place, and I think at some point we will see Ronnie Freeman added to the 40-man roster at sometime next week, with rosters expanding on Saturday. And Derek Holland, really good today. 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed, only 1 earned run, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. And then a rather boring bullpen today. Bullpen, nothing but zeros. And yes, Mark Melancon gets his 3rd save of the year. He allows 1 hit, but strikes out 2. And this is starting to look like the Mark Melancon the Giants paid $62 million for. Taking the losses, Giovanni Gallardo, 3 earned and 5 innings pitched. Bullpen was good today for the Rangers. And it started again in the first inning. Evan Longoria gets the scoring going early with a pass ball from Kinner Falefa. It is 1-0 Giants. Elvis Andrus doubles to left. It scores Roned Odor 1-1. And then Steven, teach me how to Duggar. Teach me how to Duggar. All the Giants love it. All the Giants love it. Duggar triples to center. It scores Pence. It scores Unley. They all score 3-1, and that would be your final for today. The Giants improve to 65-67 on the year. The Rangers fall 58-74 on the season. And yes, 1 for 3 for Longoria. The Giants only got 4 hits in this game, and they made them count. And it was Steven, teach me how to Duggar. Only 5 hits from the Rangers, scattered. But it didn't matter, and now the Giants are still 8 games back in the division. LA 2.5 back. Arizona with a 1-game lead, with Colorado a game back of Arizona. And now the Giants will finish off the homestand. They don't finish off the homestand just yet. What am I doing? Next up on the homestand is the Arizona Diamondbacks. And they have not announced a starter yet. I think it will likely be Chris Stratton starting against Patrick Corbin. And this could be a preview of what Patrick Corbin could look like in a Giants jersey next year. I certainly think Corbin would do excellent at AT&T Park. As long as they don't overpay for Patrick Corbin, that is. That will be game 1 on Monday. It'll be Corbin against it's likely going to be Chris Stratton. I think Chris Stratton's your likely starter for that game. Game 2 will be Clay Buchholz against Madison Bumgarner. This should be a really good one. Clay Buchholz has been a really good rehabilitation project for the D-backs this year. 7-2 with a 2.25 ERA. Mad Bum trying to build on a really solid outing against the New York Mets last Thursday. This should be a really good game. And then Wednesday night at AT&T Park, it'll be Zach Godley against Derek Rodriguez. And Godley has definitely fallen on hard times as of late for Arizona. And Rodriguez has just been damn good. Then after that, they will. And then after that series, they will head for the road. No, then after that, they will finish off the homestand against the New York Mets next weekend with a day off on Thursday. And I'm happy that the off day is on a day where the 49ers are playing preseason. So I'm not having to flip back and forth between the Giants and the 49ers on Thursday. And we'll see if Jimmy Garoppolo plays Thursday. So I'm kind of looking forward to absorbing some Niner football this Thursday for once and not have the Giants on at the same time, mercifully. So that will be good. That'll be good there. And then Sunday, next on Saturday, rosters expand, so we shall see who will be coming up. And I think you're certainly going to get the retreads coming back in Derek Law, Pierce Johnson. Certainly Pierce Johnson will be back up rejoining the team. And then you've got Law, Johnson, possibly Stephen Okert, probably Josh Osich. We'll see. Okert's actually done good as of late, so I'm hoping Okert can finally find it in the majors at this point. Osich is pretty much pitching to hit for a change of scenery. I don't see Josh Osich returning next year. He's just been downright awful in both with the Giants and the River Cats this year, and that's a shame. He's definitely a flamethrower. He just couldn't get it together, and I hope maybe Osich can find greener pasture somewhere else in another organization. I certainly think maybe over Japan would be a great fit for Josh Osich at this point in his career. So we'll see what happens there. And then maybe I'd like to see the submariner Tyler Rogers get an opportunity for a call-up. I think he's definitely due for a call-up here, depending on what happens with Andrew McCutchen. If they can finally get him traded this week, we'll see. And then we'll probably see Ronnie Freeman added to the 40-man roster as a third catcher. That's a real possibility. And then also the return of Ray Black, the flamethrower Ray Black, who's definitely been falling on hard times as of late, getting a breather in Sacramento. So I'm hoping we can get the good Ray Black here during the month of September. And then, of course, monitor the innings of Reyes Maranta at this point. And also, you could see Tyler Herb come up at some point in September if the Giants feel or of course, Casey Kelly's coming back up, so they could realistically start monitoring innings limits for Rodriguez and Suarez here as we are entering the month of September. That is, if they decide to put a cap on the number of innings being pitched in the month of September. And to me, that wouldn't be a total surprise. Keep them healthy. I wouldn't be surprised if at some point they do shut down Suarez and Rodriguez at some point and bubble wrap up for next season. And for Suarez, he's not guaranteed to be on the opening day roster next year, but he could solidify that spot here during the month of September. And for some of our bullpen guys, as I said, this is the last chance possibly for Derek Law and Josh Osich. And I think Osich is likely done. I don't think Osich is going to be back with the Giants next year. Same story with Derek Law. He's really starting to fall out of the Giants organization. So you're going to have guys who can come in and eat innings. So Pierce Johnson is going to help shore up for Ty Block. Definitely Casey Kelly can eat some innings. And we'll see what happens there. I want to take a look at the attendance for today. And the attendance today for the Giants and Rangers was not a sellout today. 39,260, not a sellout today. And I don't think, and they're going to have a hard time selling out games during the month of September at this point. And I wonder if they have not announced it on the MLB site either at this point. But the Giants will look to play spoiler here in the month of September. Now, first opportunities against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Then next week against Colorado in Denver. Of course, the Giants' House of Horrors known as Coors Field. They go next week, and then it'll be the Beer Field Roadies. They're going to be playing at Coors. Then they head out to Miller Park. Then after that, they have only one more road trip, and that will be St. Louis, Busch. So mostly they're going to ballparks with beer named after beer companies during the month of September. So it'll be Coors and Miller on the next roadie. Then the following one, it'll be Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Then they will finish their final roadie against the Friars here mid-September before heading back home. And I think this is the final series against the Colorado Rockies this year, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I think this is also the final series against Arizona this season, too. I'm going to take a look at the schedule here. But this is another oddity in this year's schedule. I think we're done with Arizona after this week, after this series for the year. Yeah, it'll be the Mets. Yeah, it's the Mets after that at home. Then they go on the road afterwards against Denver. They go to Denver on the road, then Milwaukee on the road. No, they play. No, that's Colorado. Okay, they play Colorado one more time at home. Then they go San Diego, St. Louis. Yeah, this is the final time they play the Snakes this year. So that's kind of weird. Kind of weird that we're not playing the Diamondbacks in the month of September. That's kind of weird that this is the final time we face the D-backs. And I had a great time last year seeing the D-backs play the Giants out at Chase Field. That is, and I hope they can do some renovations to Chase Field. It's not a bad ballpark to see a ball game. I've gone to Chase. It's nice. And luckily it went last year during a time where the weather was actually pretty mild for Arizona standards. And they had the roof open at Chase. It's a pretty nice ballpark. And it's right there in downtown Phoenix, right near the light rail and all that. I'd say if you want to go catch a game in Arizona, you should. It's a great ballpark to catch some baseball. Not quite as nice as AT&T Park. And I will be out at AT&T Park on my birthday this year to see the Giants play the Friars. And hopefully we may do a live show out at AT&T this year. That would be something I'm hoping to do, is do a live Giants Roundup from AT&T on September 25th for the happy birthday show this year. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, this season's coming to a close rather quickly. Let's do the MLB Roundup for your Sunday afternoon in Baltimore, in game one of a doubleheader. The Yankees. Oh, I've got it on the wrong day. Oops. Here we go. In Toronto, the Phillies beat the Blue Jays 8-3, taking the win. Vince Velasquez taking the loss. Marco Estrada getting pounded, 5 earned in 2 innings pitched. Billy McKinney goes 2 for 3 for Toronto. Randall Grichuk 2 for 3. Wilson Ramos goes 4 for 5 for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins 2 for 3 for Philadelphia. Hoskins hits his 26th home run on the year. Wilson Ramos hits his first home run on the year. And a hello to Azofer. How's it going today? And it's been a nice day today. And then in Miami, the Braves beat the Marlins 4-0, taking the win. Kevin Gossman, who's 4-1 since joining the Braves, strikes out 5 in 5 innings pitched. Taking the loss, Pablo Lopez, 5 2/3 innings pitched. The one earned run, that's not bad. The bad part is the 5 walks allowed for Lopez. And Miami and the Fish only get 2 hits today. Ender Inciarte, 2 for 3 for the Braves. And mercifully, I think they're done with Miami for a while. In New York, the Redskins beat the Giants 15-0. Taking the win is Jeffrey Rodriguez. Taking the loss, Steven Matz, who only gives up an earned run, but it was the bullpen that was downright awful for the New York Mets today. Adam Eaton, 4 for 6. Anthony Rendon, 3 for 5. Bryce Harper, 2 for 2 pitch hitting today. And Harper's got that average up to 249 now. Mark Reynolds, 1 for 1 pinch hitting. And then Greg Holland's been much better since pitching in D.C. Here's the numbers. Paul Sewald comes in, 5 earned runs in 1/3 of an inning pitched. Ugh. And then Tyler Bachelor comes in, 3 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning pitched. Corey Oswalt comes in, 6 earned runs. No. Just terrible pitching by the Mets bullpen today. And mercifully, they're a team that's ready for the offseason at this point. In Tampa Bay, the Rays clobber the Red Sox 9-1. Blake Snell gets the win, taking the loss. Nathan Eovaldi, he gets lit up by his former team for 5 earned runs in 4 innings pitched. And this is going to get interesting, as you know, the Rays are not going to make the playoffs this year, but the Rays are certainly in a great position to are looking to play spoilers here in the month of September. Former Giant Matt Duffy, 3 for 4 today. Hits his batting average up to the 300 mark. And then Matt Barnes, 2 earned in 1 inning pitched. In Detroit today, the White Sox beat the Tigers 7-2. Taking the win, Michael Kopech. Taking the loss, Jordan Zimmerman. Nicholas Castellanos, 2 for 3. Mickey Matuk, 2 for 3. And for Chicago, Hector Santiago, an earned run in 1/3 of an inning pitch. Buck Farmer, 2/3 and 1/3 of an inning pitch for 2 earned in 1/3 of an inning pitch for Detroit. And Chicago, looks like the Southsiders are starting to show a little bit of improvement this year. So we'll see what the White Sox can do next year at this point. In Minnesota, on our Cross Bay rivals, the Oakland A's, gets the win 6-2 Oakland, 40-26 on the road this year. For Minnesota, Jorge Polanco goes 2 for 3. Steven Piscotty, have yourself a game, goes 3 for 4, hits his 18th home run on the year. Jed Lowry hits his 21st home run of the year for the A's. Matt Chapman, 3 for 5 with 2 bombs. It now has 20 home runs on the year. And Bassett was good in a spot start, 4 2/3, 1 earned, 3 walks. Ismero Petit earned a run in 1 inning pitched. But Oakland still a game and a half back of Houston, but starting to secure that wild card spot at this point. In Milwaukee, the Brewers beat the Pirates 7-4, taking the win. Chase Anderson taking the loss. Chris Archer gets shelled again for 6 earned in 4 innings pitched. Mike Moustakas goes 2 for 3 for the Brewers. Hits his 4th home run as a Brewer this year. And yes, no, it's my bad on that one. Never mind. And it looks like Pittsburgh's really starting to fall out of the playoff race at this point. And the Indians crush the Royals 12-5, taking the win. Shane Bieber taking the loss. Jorge Lopez, who surrenders 5 earned in 4 innings pitched. Melky Cabrera does it again, 2 for 2. Jason Kipnis, 4 for 5. Hits his 12th home run on the year for the Tribe. And then not a good day for the bullpen either. Birch Smith, 3 earned in 2 2/3 innings pitched. Jake Newberry, 2 earned in 1 inning pitched. Brandon Maurer, 2 earned in 1 inning pitched for Kansas City. And at Wrigley today, the Cubs blank the Reds 9-0, taking the win. Kyle Hendricks, 7 scoreless innings. Homer Bailey gets the loss. No! Falls to 1-12 on the season. It's just a matter of time till Bailey's gone in Cincinnati. Tucker Barnhart goes 2 for 3. And Hilton Herrera 1 for 1 for the Reds. Only 3 hits for Cincinnati today. And have yourself a game. Jason Hayward goes 4 for 4 today with a triple and a double today. And now Chicago at 76 and 53 on the year. In Colorado, the Cardinals clobber the Rockies 12-3. Austin Gomber, an earned run in 6 innings pitched. Tyler Anderson gets shelled for 6 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning pitched for Colorado. Matt Carpenter goes 4 for 5. Jed Jorko, 3 for 5 for St. Louis. And Anderson got bounced in the first inning. Chad Bettis comes in for 4 unearned runs in 3 1/3 innings pitched. Chris Rusin, 2 earned in 2 innings pitched. And then Tyson Ross out of the pen, 1 earned run in 2 innings pitched. In the OC, the Astros sweep the Angels 3-1, taking the win. Framber Valdez taking the loss. Felix Pena, 3 earned in 6 innings pitched. And the Astros are now at 80 wins on the season. In Phoenix today, the D-backs beat the Mariners 5-2, taking the win. Zach Greinke taking the loss. Mike Leake. Greinke, excellent 6 2/3 scoreless innings for the Snakes. And Paul Goldschmidt hits his 30th home run on the season. And no, it was an unearned run for Greinke, not any earned runs today for the. And Leake, 5 earned in 6 innings pitched. Seattle now 5 games out of the wild card. In LA, the Dodgers beat the Padres 7-3. Taking the win is Hyunjin Ryu, who strikes out 8 in 4 2/3 innings pitched. Robbie Erlin takes the loss, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. Justin Turner goes 3 for 5 for the Dodgers. Pique Hernandez, 3 for 4. Ryu, 2 for 2 hitting. Manny Machado hits his 7th home run as a Dodger. Hunter Renfroe goes 3 for 5 for the Friars today. And now the Dodgers are just 2.5 back of the D-backs. And currently on Sunday Night Baseball, no score between the Yankees and the Orioles in the top of the 2nd inning. Hello. I'll be starting it as soon as I'm done recording. Okay. All right. All right. Love it. Now, Murphy's Law strikes again on that. Now on to the down to the minors for today. The Fresno Grizzlies have clinched the American Pacific Northern Division. They will play. Yes, Murphy's Law has struck us over. We are live. And the Fresno Grizzlies will play the El Paso Chihuahuas in the first round of the Pacific Divisional Series of the PCL. Currently no score between the Grizzlies and the Bees. And the River Cats beat the 51s today 5-1, taking the win. Valdez. Kelby Tomlinson going 3 for 4 for the River Cats today. Peter Bourgeau 2 for 4. Former Giant prospect Matt Gage takes the loss, 5 earned and 4 innings pitched. And Josh Osich, actually your opener today, allows just 1 earned run in 2 2/3 innings pitched. Jose Valdez gets the win. And now we are on to the final week. Now we are on to the final week of the PCL season. And then Sacramento will play Albuquerque. And yes, a playoff preview at Chancey Park in downtown Fresno this week, as the Chihuahuas will visit the Fresno Grizzlies. So definitely a playoff preview coming up at Chancey Park. And then hopefully we will have some news about the Fresno Grizzlies PDC and who they will be affiliating with in 2019, as it's most likely the Astros will be heading to Round Rock to affiliate with them, and San Antonio will affiliate with the Texas Rangers. So it could be likely we will hear an announcement about an affiliation with the Milwaukee Brewers as a possibility, and the other possibility is the Washington Nationals, with the A's likely to extend their PDC with Nashville. And then Fresno will finish the regular season on the road against the Salt Lake Bees. And Sacramento will finish the regular season on the road in Las Vegas. with September call up, with the season wrapping up on September, I think either the 2nd or the 3rd. Now it's looking like it's either the 2nd or 3rd will be your final day. Yeah, September 3rd will be Labor Day will be the final day of the PCL season. Hello? We are now going to, all right, we're going to wrap it up for today. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a great day. We'll be back on air tomorrow. Good night.